All right. Thank you all so much for tuning in today. We have a conversation for you. We have Andrea here with us, who is the program supervisor for Young Adult Services with Arizona's Children Association. Andrea, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for taking the time to be with us and talk to us
Thank you all so much
today.
for tuning in today.
I always do that. Anyways, appreciate your time. And Andrea and I had a nice conversation offline about all the different programs and services that they offer at the Arizona's Children Association. But Andrea, why don't you start off by just telling us a little bit about the association and specifically about Young Adult Services?
Absolutely. So Arizona's Children Association provides services and supports to families across the state of Northern Arizona, or across the state of Arizona, but here also right in our backyard in Flagstaff in Northern Arizona. Our mission is to protect children, empower youth, and strengthen families, and all of our focuses are really targeted on really succeeding our mission. So with Young Adult Services, we work with youth and young adults that are transitioning out of the foster care system. So these are youth who are 16 and older and need some support. We do a range of different services to include skills training, so doing those daily living skills training skills with them. We're also doing case management, advocacy, and really helping build their supportive connections so that they are successful in their transition to adulthood.
Wow, that's great. Talk to us a little bit about the fostering and adoption process and that program at large.
Absolutely. So we also do foster and adoptive licensing. If you're interested in being a foster parent, we really work one-on-one with you to connect you to our foster parent college training program to make sure that you feel equipped with the process of actually having children and youth in your home from the foster care system. Once you're also licensed, we provide ongoing support once you're licensed with us in the home to answer any questions and give any additional training that you feel you need while being a foster parent.
Wonderful. That's great. And I know that you offer a bunch of parent education services. Tell us a little bit about those.
Yeah, so we do parent education in the outlying communities of Coconino County. So we work with families who have children ranging from the ages of 0 to 3 to do community-based parenting workshops. We do a number of different activities with them to teach them different parenting skills and a lot of different activities that they can do right there in their home with their children as well.
Wonderful. That's awesome. And specifically today during the time of COVID in this pandemic, how is this impacting your services? Can you talk a little bit about that?
Absolutely. So we've been doing a lot of services virtually right now. We've really tried to make sure we're not halting services. We have a variety of different contracts. So we're really using Zoom to our advantage to make sure that we're still doing virtual-based community groups. We're trying to do virtual skills training with our youth and young adults, connecting with our foster parents who are licensed through Zoom as well. When we're doing home assessments, we are going into the home, but we're making sure that we're using all of the proper precautions that are approved by the CDC to do those things.
That's wonderful. Under the umbrella of behavioral health, I know you all have two programs. One is Meet Me Where I Am, and the other is the STAR program. Can you talk about those?
Yep. So with our behavioral health services, one program, as Adam mentioned, was our STAR program, Skills Training and Respite. So we're doing a lot of community-based skills training with children and youth and having them out of the home to work one-on-one individually or also in group-based settings. So we're really focusing on building the social and communication skills and self-regulation skills as well. With Meet Me Where I Am, we're going more in the home to provide that family support piece and making sure that we're working with children and their caregivers so that we can help teach them all of the skills that would help them be successful in engaging with their children and navigating maybe some challenging behaviors that are occurring in the home.
That's great. And Andrea, I think that covers most of what you all provide. But during this time of COVID, for any parents watching from home, are there any recommendations that you have for them or any words of wisdom?
I think one of words of wisdom, just as a fellow parent, is just sometimes taking a deep breath is one of the best things you can do. Taking a pause to really check in with yourself when you're trying to provide support to your little ones at the home. I think any services that you need, we're all still here for you. We're here to help. If you want to give us a call, we can try and navigate this in any way that we can to make sure that you feel supported as a parent and with your children.
I know that a lot of times the best thing to do to support a child is to support their parents, right? Because they look to their parents for comfort. They read the emotional and cues of body language. And so the best thing, for a child is a well-balanced, healthy parent that is available, loving, compassionate, patient, et cetera, et cetera. What else can a parent do? Like you mentioned, taking a deep breath and reaching out to you for your services, but are there any other specific examples that you can give us? Obviously, every parent needs something different, but is there anything else that comes to mind?
I think for me, what I'm thinking is practicing that self-care at home and also including your children sometimes in that process, but maybe taking some walks as a family or doing things together outside.
Yeah,
I think if you have family support, taking a time out for yourself, because a lot of times we need to put the oxygen mask on ourselves before we can put it on others, just like you were saying. So I think as
right.
parents, the best we can do is practice self-care in our own way. One neat thing we've been doing with some of our parents is showing them virtual field trips. So there's a bunch
Hmm.
of virtual field trips happening where you can kind of do activities virtually with your kids. A lot of mindfulness activities that are happening virtually, like free yoga classes and all sorts of cool things like that. So I
Cool.
think if you're able to, getting engaged with some of those virtual activities, as well as taking some time for yourself when you have those moments, are some really great pieces of advice of working through this.
Those are great recommendations, Andrea. And also, what comes to mind too is, the idea of turning off the technology leading up to going to sleep, for example, like that last hour. It can really help people just wind down and disconnect and just calm themselves down.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
Andrea, as we wrap this video up, is there any other closing words you'd like to share with the public?
Just thank you so much for viewing all about our services and the things we provide to the community. And, we know that this is just a very unprecedented time, and there's just a lot of different stressors that are going on around us as we're experiencing this pandemic. And I think a big piece that I have to say is we're all in this together. We're here to support each other. So you're not alone in this, and we're all here for you.
Andrea, thank you so much. I really appreciate your time and all of your work.
Thank you.